we flew over Mexico either.
I'd like to go see Panama.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see it again.
That Van Halen song is called Panama, but everybody
Yes.
thinks it's called Animal because it sounds like they're saying animal.
No,
I didn't
but
even
it's
find
Panama.
out till like a year ago that the song is called Panama. I was one of the many people that thought they were saying animal. Anyway, hey
The Drew Carey
everybody,
show.
here we
Taught me
are. It's
Hi.
time to
Music
Star
education
Trek
class.
and chill. We always talk about Van Halen. Who doesn't?
It's required.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. So it's time to Star Trek and chill. We have so much to talk about today. Probably there's like prodigies in the news a little bit. Star Trek Picard hasn't stopped being in the news. Lower Decks is in the news right now because they're doing their crazy episodes. All kinds of good stuff.
Screen Rant released an article about Kate Mulgrew's thoughts on Janeway and Chicote being an item.
Oh, that is steamy. We're gonna have to get into that.
Man, they know how to do the clickbait, don't they?
They sure do.
That's probably our good buddy John Orchiola,
Yes,
aka Back of the Head, who wrote that. Great job on him. Do we have that article, Melissa?
Well, I can send it to you.
I thought you were gonna like pick it up and be like, that's right here.
I can send it to you.
So everybody, you know who's here. Melissa Longo is here wearing a Radical 10 forward shirt. You know her from the Seventh Rule, Walking Art Made by Melissa. She's also that girl in that movie that one time.
Yeah.
And you were in 30 Rock,
I was. And maybe Men in Black 3 and other stuff.
We also have the very first Star Trek podcaster of all time, kind of whatever, maybe the first Voyager podcaster of all time, right?
There you
Charlene
go.
Schmidt.
I can take credit for that. Yes, hi.
To the Journey. That's so OG. When did that start?
2012, 10 years ago now. We started November 1st, 2012.
Unbelievable.
Well,
wow.
That was when the podcast debuted. We were recording a little bit before then. So technically, 10 years.
10-year anniversaries in 2 weeks. We should do something fun for that.
What should we do? Like that 10 years, that seems like a long time.
What is that? What anniversary is that? Like the wood anniversary or
I'm not sure.
paper?
I don't
know.
Gotta look this up now.
Also, and Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel, everybody knows she's here. She's got computer issues. She'll be here in just a minute, everybody.
Hello?
So don't worry. The walking exclamation point will be here soon. What happened? Oh, Melissa just froze. I thought she was sitting there going like, what do you have to say?
Oh no.
So Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel is here. The walking exclamation point will be here shortly. Oh, there's Melissa. She's back. And
everyone froze except for me. And I was like, what dimension am I in?
Oh, it's 10.
And you froze on our end of things.
It's 10. The 10-year anniversary is 10. Wow. Now that's classy.
So you get a can of beans and then you're good?
Yeah. We're going to send you LaCroix and sparkling waters and stuff like that for your 10-year
all right, that's cool.
anniversary.
That's cool. All right, to that journey.
And everybody, my name is Ryan T. Husk. Follow me for more gift ideas. I'm wearing check it out. I'm wearing a Deftones shirt. Feels like a Deftones kind of day. Or as my friend Alan and I used to call them, the Deft Ones. Kind of big, but I've had this shirt since high school.
Really?
I think it was even looser on me in high school.
That's good life out of a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Everybody in the live chat, let us know your favorite Deftones song.
Yeah.
So many freaking amazing ones. But right now, let's go over what are you drinking? What are you drinking and what are you thinking, everybody? Are you drinking lemonade and thinking about the new Prodigy video game? Are you drinking a Long Island iced tea and thinking about that 9th episode of Strange New Worlds? Well, what was that all about? What do you you thinking about peanut hamper and drinking a peanut butter margarita? Ugh.
Ooh, that would be pretty thick. I mean, it sounds possibly good. but man, yeah.
You know what I drank just like very recently that was so thick? Every once in a while, you get these low quality protein shakes.
Mhm.
Jesus, I feel like I just drank a cement mixer.
Ew.
Like
Oh.
it was like an hour ago. I feel like I'm like got 15 pounds just sitting in my, and it made me tired. You know, I feel like I can't move very well. Protein shakes will knock you out, man.
Mhm.
Melissa, what are you drinking today, by the way? Is it
I
protein
am
related?
No, there's no protein in it, but I'm drinking cherry limeade sparkling water in my Quarks.
Nice.
Refreshing.
She raised the bar. Now we have to sing. What about you, Shar? What are you drinking today?
I have been obsessed with 0-calorie squirt for about the last week or so. Like, I don't know what it is, but it just I've been craving it. It's so good, and it's got just enough, a little bit like a tang and tart combination. And so I've just mixed that with a shot of vodka tonight, and I'm good.
I love that.
What about you, Ryan?
Ooh, a shot of vodka with no calorie squirt. That sounds great. No, that sounds cool. It sounds like
really
a refreshing shooter, a snooter. Today, I'm drinking a watermelon mint sparkling water with in a cool mug that says "Best Captain Ever."
Nice.
I think our buddy Darth Shuey gave me that for some kind of birthday or Christmas. I think it was him because only he and Michael Kenyon Rosenberg call me Captain. So it's one of those two. And that's just some
I'm
old
not the
joke.
only person who likes Diet Squirt. Yay, Linda. You're in good company.
Nice. Good job,
It's hard
Linda.
to find it. I can find
I didn't
it at
even know
one
it
supermarket
existed.
here.
Yeah.
I didn't either until like 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, no kidding. Well, that sounds good. I'm going to get 4. It was like one of those
Wonderful.
4 for $5 deals. So, you got to get 4.
What's
Glad
a
I did.
Vizzy? Linda also mentions Mimosa Vizzies.
Oh.
Yes, that sounds nice too.
What is it?
What
Just
is
like
a fizzy?
Fizzy carbonated mimosa.
Oh, cool.
Okay, Anne-Marie, we know you're listening because you're in the live chat. Hurry back. Get
What
your
are you
computer
doing,
to restart.
Get in here.
Okay, so this is what everybody's drinking. Chuck A, cherry juice and water. I think that's what you're always drinking,
He's
Chuck A.
always
You're obsessed. We got to
with the
try this. It must be good.
cherry.
It must be
Yeah.
good.
David Gregory says, I'm not thinking of all the debauchery Peanut Hammer got into. Promise.
Peanut Hammer. I love it.
Rob Marr knows what's up. He says, be quiet and drive. That is one of the best. I would say that's probably top 3 to 5 for me, for sure. Definitely in that top group of best songs.
I agree.
Great knowledge, Rob. Anne-Marie's drinking watermelon White Claw, baby. Of course, that's her favorite. Bob D is drinking Coke and thinking about how much I have still to cook for tomorrow's delayed Canadian Thanksgiving. When's that?
Ooh.
That was
It was
this week,
already,
wasn't it?
yeah.
Sorry, Canadians.
I think it was this past week.
Sorry. If you delay it anymore, it'll be American. So
Right? Yeah, that'll be here before we know it.
Yeah. JR Poole is drinking watered down fizzy Welch's grape juice.
Oh.
That sounds good too.
Pat B, water. It's too hot here for anything else. Kimber says drinking Dream World Zero Sugar Coke. Oh, Zero Sugar Coke. David Gregory says tea is the drink of the night. Right, Melissa?
Of the night. That reminds me of a song, but I can't think of it. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's the night. Maybe it's Pat Benatar.
Yeah. It's right at the tip of my something. We are I don't know anymore. Anyway, where were we? I'm so sorry. Coffee, Miguel.com. Is that Miguel.com? Coffee as usual. Anyway, Linda Anderegg says Vizzy is hard cider.
Ooh,
Cider.
cider.
Yeah. Love me some cider.
Shadows of the night. I don't know.
Oh,
Anyway.
the same one that Allison Pills sang in
Yeah.
Picard?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think so. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one. Now it's in my head too.
I have Deftones in my head. That's so good.
That's good
It's
to
so
have in your
good
head.
right now. That's why I can't think straight. Anyway, let's talk about Star Trek, shall we, you guys?
Let's do that.
There's not a ton of news because all the news was at the beginning of the week, but there sure is a lot of fallout. Like, you guys, everybody's talking about Picard and the cast coming back together and the panel that they had at New York City Comic-Con. Everybody was talking about it. Did you guys see it?
Did not see all of it. I got the Twitter updates and some follow-up from that. And it sounds like, they started off saying a while back that season 3, that was going to be it. This is the last hurrah for TNG. And now, not so sure.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, what's up with that?
They were on the fence about it before too. They said there could be an inkling of a possibility, but for now it's
that's
only going to
right.
be 3 seasons. But
It keeps changing. Like,
Yeah.
I think what they want us to do, what they want the fans to do, is put the cry out for, hey, we're not done with the TNG characters. We want more spin-offs. Get them into other projects, please, because it did work for Strange New Worlds. And if there is enough fan demand for it, you know what? Terry Matalas might develop something. Might give him that opportunity. So if that's what you want, you know what to do.
Right, but do you guys think it'll be like Picard season 4?
No.
Or do you think it'll be the Raffi and 7 show? Or do you think there's a third thing where, Captain Worf and Will Wheaton go and bicker in space or something?
Well,
right.
Anne-Marie is saying in the live chat that they were totally demanding a movie in the panel. So it might be another movie.
Maybe a movie.
Okay.
Endless possibilities.
But doesn't that tell us that most of them are not dying?
Right.
At the end of Picard.
Right.
That tells us that most of them are not dying. If they're clamoring for, it could just be a red herring. It could be the okie-doke. We're like, we want a movie. And they're like,
right.
They don't know we're all dying, those suckers. Donate to my GoFundMe for a movie.
No, they're not. They all look pretty good. They seem to be in good health. And even though age is getting up there, they're in their 60s and their 70s now, they seem to be doing great. A lot of them are still working. So
I guess I meant their characters aren't dying. not them
right.
for sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, I should have been more clear than that, because we were talking about the actors. I meant the characters are not going to die at the end of Picard season 3.
Right.
If they're clamoring for a movie, then that means they probably know their characters are not dying. Hopefully.
Well, okay, that's fair. And we were talking about that last week.
No one's going to die.
Like, but maybe Patrick Stewart knows that he's done and he's out, but that doesn't mean anything for his Jonathan Frakes or Marina Sirtis or Gates McFadden. Anybody. That leaves 6 more. Even if that's what we're happening.
Right.
And there's no guarantee that's what's happening. I don't know. They just can't kill Seven and Raffi because we need that spinoff.
Yeah.
Well, that's a certainty.
That should happen. Yeah.
That really needs to happen. Like, I'm sorry. Jerry Ryan is still at the very top of her game. So is Michelle Hurd. And those two together are magic.
And I think we need more Raffi in our lives.
We have
agree.
not had enough of her at all.
Yeah.
I love Michelle Hurd. I think she's an incredible actress and such a fantastic and wonderful human being.
Oh, yeah.
But on top of that, I like new characters. I want a new character. Like, I love rehashing old characters 1,000 times over. But But I wouldn't mind exploring new characters a bit more. You know, I
Same.
wouldn't mind
Agreed.
letting these new characters have a little life breathed into them.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, we need more into the fold. I mean, the legacy characters, yes, they're wonderful, but come on. Yeah, we need
Yeah.
to give these newer characters more life. We need to give them what they deserve.
Yeah. Let's explore more of this universe because it's so vast and the stories are endless. The possibilities. Yeah. Endless.
That's right.
Sounds like it's time for a poll here.
Ooh, get
Woohoo!
the party started.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question is, what would you rather see? And the options are Picard season 4, the Seven and Raffi show, ooh, that's a good one. I'm from San Jose, bro. You can't. I'm from that place. You can't trick me. But I've heard other people say rather, and I feel like that's more of like a Bostonian
I
or
was gonna say
Northeast kind
New
of thing.
England.
Yeah.
It's more of a New
Yeah.
Englander type of accent where they
That makes
have
sense.
clam chowder and
Chowder.
yeah,
Huh.
and say rather
Okay.
kind of
Someone
a
will know it.
mixture of
That's
the
another thing to
British
look up.
and American accents and
Yeah, rather.
like
And
a continental type of
another weird one is people that say deering instead of during. Have you heard that one?
Oh yeah.
Some people say deering, like it's spelled Deering, but they mean
Mhm.
during.
Really?
That's another
Mhm.
weird one to me.
I've never paid attention to that if I've heard it.
I've
Oh, no,
definitely
it's
heard
during. There's a
that.
U in there.
Yeah, but at the same time, like we do things like that and don't even realize it.
Right.
Like chair
Right.
or like, sorry, picture, right? It's picture. Or like
Right.
trouble is not CHR, it's TR, but we say trouble. So, you know, it's all these weird
Right.
colloquialisms, but some of them are so rare that we're like, why the hell are you saying it like that, you weirdo?
Well,
It's-
and
yeah.
my aunt says saw differently than anybody else I've ever known. She puts
What
an
word?
L at the end. I saw her.
Oh,
Or
saw.
I saw it.
Ooh, that would drive me bananas. I'd be like, I can't hear this.
But she's the
I
only
saw it. No, I saw it. It was over there. Like a
she's the
4-year-old.
only person I know who does that.
Yeah, language is so interesting. Have you all done the New
Yes.
York Times "Which dialect are you" quiz?
I've done some. I don't know if it was New York Times, and it
Okay.
gave one I remember gave me Modesto, which is close because that's just maybe like, 50 miles east of where I'm from, San Jose, but it's Central Valley. Ugh. What about you? Did they get you, Shar?
I took it a few years ago, back whenever this thing came out, and it said I was pretty standard Midwesterner, like Nebraska. And that was before I moved to California, though, and I definitely have adopted some Californian things into my lexicon. Like I say the 210, not Interstate 210 or the
Right.
freeway, the 210. No, everywhere else it's like I-25 or I-40 or whatever. No,
Mhm.
it's the 210.
In Northern California, we don't put the article at all. We just say 101 instead of the 101, or
Aha.
we just say 101. And the second I came back from up to LA and visited some family, I said, oh yeah, on the 101. They all looked at me funny, like, what the fuck is that article's doing in front of that?
It's
Number.
a thing only Southern Californians do.
Really?
Well,
Is it?
Well, and-
Yeah, apparently.
Well, and the freeway threw me off for a long time
Right?
because
It's
I
the
kept
highway
calling
or
it
the
the
interstate.
highway. I'm going on the highway. I was on the highway, and Aaron would make fun of me so much, and I'm like, but everywhere else in the entire country they call it the highway. Give me
Do they
some
really?
slack here. Yeah. California is
They
the
do.
only one who says freeway. We're getting on the freeway.
Our freeways aren't that free. Have you ever been in the traffic here?
Hey, Jerry Seinfeld, everybody. That
Right?
felt like a Seinfeld joke.
What's with
Our
the
freeways aren't
highways?
even free.
So yeah, if you
Okay.
haven't taken that quiz, I'm sure it's still out there. If you just search for it, you can probably find it. I think it's fascinating.
Mm.
And I'm going to
Yeah.
have to take it again now and see if California has corrupted me in any way.
Yeah, I did take that when I was moving to California. It was a Facebook thing, right? Like a little
No.
Facebook quiz. Oh, never
No, it
mind.
was a New York Times article. I
Oh.
mean, it could have
It
been
might have
posted
been-
on Facebook, though.
Right.
Who
That may have
knows?
been where you saw it. Yeah. Where
And
you
I'm
saw
sure there's
it.
been a gazillion like permutations since.
Yeah.
But I think
And
New
where
York
were you
Times was the
from?
original.
Originally, Shar, it was Midwest.
I'm originally from Wyoming. I lived in the Midwest for a short while. I lived in North Dakota, lived in Arizona for a short while before coming here.
I want to live in Wyoming. Lucky.
Hmm. Yeah.
I mean, if you like cows and snow
Yeah.
and wind,
And
and I mean, the
nothing
mountains
else.
are very pretty.
They
But
are.
yeah, I don't know. I'm a city girl through and through, so I'm very happy with being here rather than there.
Yeah. Okay. So, Dr. Anne Marie, how long has Anne Marie been waiting to come in? I just noticed that she was.
Oh, I don't
We're
know.
letting her in. We've been so gripped with this Star Trek talk. So right now the poll is surprising. I feel like a few years ago, if somebody asked what spin-off series would you want to see the most, Captain Worf would be the be-all, end-all, everything that everybody would say. Captain Worf, we want Captain Worf. But Captain Worf is not winning this poll.
Yeah.
Not by a long shot right now.
That was before Seven and Raffi came along.
Mhm.
I mean, we would probably be clamoring for that Captain Worf show if we didn't have Seven and Raffi.
Mhm.
Maybe a Seven and Raffi show would actually be them on a Starfleet vessel.
Hmm.
Because now that
Yeah.
we know Seven is going to be joining Starfleet, or already did by the end of
Right.
part, I don't remember. And Raffi, as we know, is in and out or something, but it could just be like Captain Raffi and First Officer 7 of 9.
Would that
And then they
fly
have,
though?
like,
around.
Yeah, well, how else would they go from planet to planet? And then
Hmm. I know. I got it. I get it.
and then they would have like a Bolian, security officer and an Orion engineer. Oh, this would just be, and a Canadian doctor.
Hey,
Eh?
Yeah.
sorry, Canadians. I know that's not all you say. That would
practically.
be pretty awesome.
Okay, so the poll has ended. Which would you rather see? And 11% of you only said Picard season 4.
Hmm.
Wow.
All right.
So they don't need it. They haven't even seen season 3 and they're already like, I'm good.
Right.
I think it's because we know this is kind of a definitive end to that particular show.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Doesn't mean we can't
nine-
go on with others.
19% of you said you want to see the USS Titan Rikers in Space spinoff. Also, 19% of you said Captain Worf, give me some of that. And 50% of you said the Seven and Raffi show.
Ooh. But I think it has a lot to do with what you were saying before. And we love all of the classic characters, the legacy characters, but it's also fun to explore new stories and new
Like
people.
7 of 9.
Well, I mean, but she comes along with Raffi, who is a completely new character. And
So
that
tying it into both.
relationship is a fresh relationship that we haven't really explored either. And there's a lot of
Yes.
potential there in that
Oh my gosh, their
relationship.
banter is so much fun.
Yeah.
Like when what was Raffi saying? I think I hate everything now, or something to that effect. And Seven just kind of grabs her by the arm and walks off. I'm like, I love them. I understand this so much.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So good. So we need we just need the Seven and Rafi show. I don't care what they're doing. I don't care if they're just like sitting on the couch and watching Hollow novel reviews or something. Like, I don't care. I just want to see them hanging out. I want to see their lives.
Well, it could be Seinfeld in space where not much else happens.
Right? They don't
It's
have to learn
just
anything.
Seven and
No
Rafi.
growth.
Yeah. Yeah. Who needs it? Oh, Kimber Spores wants a Seven and Rafi wedding.
We all do, don't we?
Yeah, you might get it.
Yeah.
I want them to live happily ever after. Please let them.
Possibility, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Who would be invited to the Seven and Rafi wedding?
Oh boy, could be quite the list of cameos here.
Picard, definitely.
Picard. I'm sure all of the legacy TNG characters just through association, and all the Voyager legacy characters.
You would think Janeway.
For sure. Like, she needs to be officiating.
Yeah.
She needs to marry them.
I think 7 of 9 won't invite Janeway. I think she's like, I've had my fill. I had 7 years of her presiding over me.
No.
It wasn't.
You know who she's not
years.
inviting?
That's true. It's only 4.
Yeah.
She's not inviting Chicote. Because they broke up. He's an ex. Doesn't need to be there. Awkward. Since, Janeway and Chicote might be getting together at some point, like depending on what happens in Prodigy here, we'll find out, right? And so that could be a little weird.
Wait. I did send you it.
Yeah, that is we should talk about that rather than speculating. Let's see what was actually said.
Let's talk facts.
Well, I don't know. Where did you send it, pal?
Messenger.
Okay, thanks. Oh God, now I gotta open up this new tab. Oh, I missed my friend. Right when I open up Facebook, look what I see. There it is. Lieutenant Junior Grade Picard from Tapestry. I like Knob Creek.
Where is
he or may not. He's in the Paris hotel in Vegas. He jumped out and wanted to be with his people, and I miss him dearly.
Yeah.
So I'm really sad about that. And that's the first thing I see. Sue Gruner's just trying to hurt me. Okay. Let's see here. Let's open up this article.
Fresh wounds.
Okay. So here is the article from our good friends. Hey, we actually mean it this time, over at Screen Rant. John Archiola wrote this one. It's entitled Star Trek's Kate Mulgrew Comments on Janeway and Chicote Romance.
Ooh.
And it reads a little something like this. Janeway and Chicote will not be together because Kate Mulgrew mentioned that Chicote and 7 of 9 got together at the end of, I'm not really reading it, but that'd be funny if I said that. Everybody would be so pissed.
I was going to say, that's not what the article says.
No. Chicote and 7 broke up the moment they got home.
Okay. So Star Trek Prodigy star Kate Mulgrew opens up about the relationship between her character, Vice Admiral Catherine Janeway, and Captain Chicote. Mulgrew and Beltran starred in 7 seasons of Star Trek Voyager together, where Commander Chicote supported Captain Janeway's successful efforts to bring the stranded USS Voyager and her crew home from the Delta Quadrant.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear us, Anne-Marie, by the way?
So sorry.
Oh my God, we can hear you too. Awesome.
Hey, you're here.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, my computer is like gonna die any second. I need a new one like immediately.
Well, you
Sorry.
sound good.
Real, though,
So you're all
man.
set. Good work.
Yeah, stressful.
Good work.
Get yourself
Technology
to the
can be
App
very
Store.
fussy.
Mhm.
Okay, so continuing on with story time,
Read us a story, Ryan.
it says, but privately, Janeway and Chicote had a close friendship that Voyager fans wanted to blossom into a full-blown romance. That's not true. Voyager fans weren't clamoring for that, were they?
Brian,
doesn't
how
sound
much time do we have?
that doesn't sound like them.
I have a whole dissertation on this.
Oh my.
Oh, dear.
Not really.
And hid it
It's
under
like
your
you
mattress.
No, I never went for a master's degree, but if I did, this would be something I could write a thesis
Oh.
about.
Alrighty then.
I actually wrote a couple college papers on The Devil's Rejects, Rob Zombie's film.
Oh, no
Devil's
kidding.
Rejects.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's a good
Nice.
movie. Anyway, let us continue. When Star Trek Prodigy returns to Paramount Plus with the final 10 episodes of season 1, Vice Admiral Janeway is in command of the USS Dauntless as she searches for the lost USS Protostar, which was led by Captain Chicote. Emphasis on the was there. Janeway is unaware that the Protostar is now under control of 6 ragtag alien teenagers who are being guided by hologram Janeway, also voiced by Kate Mulgrew. Meanwhile, the whereabouts of the missing Chicote remains one of the big mysteries in Star Trek Prodigy Season 1, as Admiral Janeway closes in on the Protostar, one of Starfleet's fastest ships. She believes finding the starship will bring the answers to what happened to Chicote.
I'm coming, Chicote.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's amazing. I could listen
Why?
to that for forever.
That doesn't really say anything about her feelings about.
Yeah, this is
Chicote
all
and Janeway,
backstory.
though.
Let's fast
No,
forward.
Yeah, it does
Oh
get
boy,
into it.
this is where it gets a little warmer. Little warmer. So our buddy John asked the question. Kate Mulgrew responds, deep love, deep fidelity. She could not have done it without Chicote. Chicote defected from the Maquis. He made a great, great sacrifice, personal sacrifice for which Janeway could never really completely thank him enough. It's a friendship of great depths, almost expressively deep. Romantically, they never came together, and that was Janeway's choice. She, after all, had a starship in space that was lost in the Delta Quadrant and had to get them home, and she needed Chicote to have her back. I'm not touching that one. So that's what happened between these two very different people who came together to lead this starship home, and her feeling about him is very deep. It's kind of a non-answer.
Yes.
Kate.
But-
Is there
And
any
then they
other
got
clues?
together when they
Yeah.
got home.
But there's more.
Yeah, but
She
no
can't
more
give away
quotes.
too much. You
No,
can tell.
no, there's a more. If you scroll down, she says more.
I did scroll down.
Yeah, but there's a second part where she says,
No, I don't think so. I think that was it.
Yeah.
I think that was the extent of the Janeway quote.
But like, does the Dauntless have a bathtub? I really want to know.
What?
These are the questions we
Yeah.
need answers to, Anne-Marie.
Why didn't anybody ask that? And also,
Uh-oh.
who built it?
How come you weren't at the press junket?
I
Yeah,
know.
Anne-Marie, next time if you're at a press junket, you got to ask that.
Yeah,
Say,
yeah,
does the
All right.
Dauntless have a bathtub?
yeah.
It better.
made out of tin.
or like, who would you choose to build one?
Oh my gosh. So,
Hey, is Sue Gruner's actually in the live chat here?
Yeah.
She's the one that poisoned my feelings by showing the old Lieutenant Junior grade Picard. But thanks for the memories, Sue. We had good times. He said that he actually, Sue, he said that he actually enjoyed spending time with you more than with me. He told me
Aw.
that afterwards when you took him around gallivanting through beverages and more and through Vegas. He said he had more fun in 5 days with you than he did in 3 years with me, because he said all I did was say dumb jokes, whereas you showed him a good time. So thanks for that, Sue. That's kinda true. Anyway, so I don't know. Did we learn anything from that quote? Does that give us anything?
All
Well,
you can really pull
I
from
thought-
that is go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
You sure?
Oh, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All right. All I can glean from that is there is deep love between those two characters, but there is nothing explicitly stated about romantic status. Are they together? Aren't they? Just the same things that we've always kind of intrinsically known and that has written countless fanfics for how many years now?
Mm-hmm.
So she's saying a lot, but not saying much at all.
Maybe they could maybe it doesn't have to be, say, like super wedding bells, romantic feelings. Maybe when they got
No, they
back,
won't
they
do
just wanted
that.
to celebrate when they made it
I-
back, and they're like, oh, we've held that back long enough. Well, no,
You
because
know
we
what I
know that
want?
Chicote ended up with 7 of 9, right?
Yeah,
In the
for
last
like
episode.
a second.
They
That's
broke up.
nonsense.
They
That
broke
didn't work.
up.
That was just a fling.
It was just a flick. Yeah, it was 7 figuring things out, and Chicote was not it at all because his heart is devoted to Janeway, and all I really want to see is just like one kiss. That's it. One kiss. Just once.
Oh my
Make
God,
the fans just scream, jump out of their chairs, and oh my God! Can you
God, I'm
imagine the
s-
collective freak out everywhere, online and otherwise? Holy crap!
God, I'm such a troll about this stuff. Like, I just want to see all the J seers, all the just the fact that people really want to see Janeway and Chicote together makes me want to see, like, in Prodigy, we see Chicote and he's holding a baby, and they're like, oh, how's Ensign Wildman's baby? And, oh, it's Lieutenant Wildman now. And they're like a happy couple. Chicote and Ensign, not Naomi Wildman, Melissa. Don't get that shocked face like her mom. You know, Naomi Wildman's all grown up.
Naomi
You
has a
know?
sibling.
You are like the
And then-
one person shipping this couple.
Still.
And then, like, the Voyager fans are like,
It's-
why is Chicote dating everybody except Janeway?
Because he has horrible taste. He makes bad decisions in his love life.
JW.
Trying to make her jealous like eternally.
Oh my gosh.
But is it really
was-
working?
No.
She's like, oh, if you want to go out with her, well, fine. Screw you. I'll get another dog.
Samantha Wildman, that was her name, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, in the
That's
live
weird.
chat, I want to pretend like I'm
Nobody
not
likes
seeing
this.
comments saying ew. In the live chat, we're gonna put a poll right now, and
Uh-oh.
you tell me, would you ship Chicote and Samantha Wildman?
I hate this poll already.
I know.
It's not even up yet.
I
You
know, I'm
are
working on it. I
trolling
can't
us.
type that fast. I always misspell stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't get the 7 and Chicote thing. I don't get it.
You know, that was all a
Because it was
dare.
stupid. That stupid dare. Oh God, it makes me
And
cringe.
Brennan Braga took it. That jerk. I could say other things, but
Does Wildman
they're not
have an
family
E?
friendly.
It sprung out of nowhere and there was zero chemistry.
Nothing. Which tells you
Nothing.
everything you really need to know about how long their relationship lasted.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
My fan theory on this, my headcanon is like 7 tried, just wasn't into it. He was more into her because like she's really gorgeous and everything, but like emotionally they are not even close to being on the same
It's
wavelength.
so
and
creepy.
it fizzled so quick that
Well-
it was almost like it didn't happen.
Plus that episode where they're like stranded on that planet. That was the time for
Ugh.
something to happen if it was going to happen, and it didn't.
Yeah.
And then it's like a couple more episodes, then they start that weirdness. But I was like,
And,
I
okay.
almost would have shipped them if that had happened on that planet.
And
Ship
also,
them to
okay,
where?
Janeway and Chicote were stranded on a planet for a little while.
I
Where did
know.
they get that idea?
That was
And,
steamy.
Okay. That was hot and steamy because there was a bathtub involved. There was
Yes.
a monkey. They were playing house. It was great.
There was a monkey.
was
When
a
was the
bat-
He
the
never
monkey
made
doesn't make
7
it hot.
headboards.
There was a
The
bath
monkey
He
does
brought
not
them together.
add to the hotness.
There
Well,
were
he was raising the
silhouettes.
tension, delaying them.
Okay.
Monkeys usually fling poo, so there's nothing hot.
You're lucky. Yeah.
I mean, oh man. Okay, wait. This could get really kinky. We have to stop.
Oh, I thought of it more as like a guard dog. Like if an intruder comes, it's like chucking poop at them, and they're like, "Never mind, I don't want your clock anymore."
You know what? If you could train the monkey to do that, that would be great. If there's other sentient beings or other primates, like, no, stop, they're busy, leave them alone. That would be great. But
Or
you guys,
the monkey actually liked one of them and was trying to break them up. Yeah,
you guys,
it looks
this
like there's
poll,
no fan fiction, erotic or otherwise, for this couple.
This poll is blowing up right now.
Sure.
Already
Sucks.
56% of you are saying you probably would ship Chicote and Samantha Wildman. People are going nuts. Everybody's voting. It's being shared everywhere.
Okay,
Faith
in reality, I would probably ship anybody.
Faith Howell
in
says,
what
"Can I
universe?"
report this poll?" That's hilarious.
Yeah, report the poll.
Right.
Yes.
Sci-fi
there's not
guys
an
in the
absolutely
live
not
chat.
option,
I know,
so
hi,
I'm not
Andre.
voting.
That's our good buddy Andre Kottman. I was just thinking about you today, probably because I think about you every day, because we're always sending each other naughty things on Messenger. We're disgusting.
Oh my God, you two are the next Chicote Wildman.
Wild men with an E.
There you go.
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
but what's up, Andre? Good to see you, buddy.
Chuck A says, or I'm sorry, yes, Chuck A, monkey poo and chill. That's where we're at now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll close this
So-
poll because this one is breaking the internet. And while while you say that, I'm going to put up another one.
say what now? Because
I don't know. It seemed like you
this
started to
poll
say
is crap.
something.
If I was going to ship anybody,
You
it would
know
ship Ensign Wildman and Neelix, I think. But yeah.
that
You
was
watch
the more
your
probable
mouth.
relationship.
Nobody deserves
no.
Neelix.
It was kind of sweet. They were kind
You
of
know
sweet
what?
together.
No, here's the thing. Samantha Wildman would have the patience to put up with Neelix, and he would actually be a really good dad. He
Yeah.
likes
Yeah.
kids, and he and Naomi already had a
Exactly.
relationship.
Exactly.
They had a bond. It would have worked. That would have been
Exactly.
okay.
Which was like how I momentarily shipped Deanna and Worf when like Deanna was helping with Alexander. Yeah. So like
I
built
couldn't
their
get behind
relationship.
that one,
but
sorry.
like I could see where they were going, but obviously I'm a Deanna breaker all the way.
I mean, come on. Yeah, just she had to be with her Imzadi this whole time. We knew that.
Mhm. Forever.
So we have a new poll up, you guys. And the question is, who is most likely to get a pet monkey? Now, remember, Melissa's the one that was
Okay.
talking
Yeah,
about
but
how fun it
Char's
would be to
been
have
talking
a
about
flinging
this
poop
monkey for like a decade now.
Right.
Oh, way more than that, honey.
Wow. Interesting.
On
But
air.
I'm not saying I
Yeah.
want the monkey. I just know its motivations.
Mhm.
Brass monkey. And the options are Ryan, probably not. Char, because she's obsessed. Melissa, because she can't stop thinking about monkey poo. Or Anne Marie, obviously.
Well, it's more that the monkey
In-
will just move into Char.
In her tiny apartment in
control
Manhattan.
her.
They're always like fighting. I bet you they'd give each other
Oh
like the
my
silent treatment
gosh.
and like argue all the time.
Oh my God.
Ryan, I voted for you because I think you'd get the monkey just to throw poo at us, like anytime we say something you don't want us to talk about. And that's what would happen.
But then it would end up on my computer screen. If they would like,
Yeah,
get-
well, that's
get
the consequence
Char.
of getting a monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all know how much Ryan loves filth.
Filth
You know,
is
it's a good thing we're all
gross.
virtual. No poo in this
Ex-
house, please. Except in
exactly.
litter boxes.
Exactly.
It's a neck and neck poll. Anyway, Anne Marie, you said that there was a cool Prodigy video game thing, right?
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
like a ton about it because I think there were supposed to be 2 and one's coming out like in 2023 now. But the one that came out today, since everybody started tweeting about it, now like people are tweeting it as it gets downloaded in their household with like
cool.
cute pictures of the kids getting ready to play. It's just adorable.
Aw.
I know, it looks so cute.
That's
And also like the
awesome.
cool thing that they like put in that Aaron said in the tweet is that it's actually related to the storyline of the upcoming episodes and fits in like between episode 10 and 11 storyline.
Ooh,
Which is-
cool.
I'm like, ooh, people who are playing this game today, let us know what it's about. I want spoilers.
Right? What can you spoil?
Yeah.
for
Is there a
us?
bathtub on the Dauntless? Tell us.
Please find the bathtub. That's your
Yeah.
quest.
So Anne Marie's telling
like
us
the
that
ancillary quest of.
when she's
That's
talking
what I
about
would be
Twitter
doing.
here, we've got our good buddy
Yeah.
Aaron J. Waltke, who tweeted out he's a co-showrunner of Star Trek Prodigy Season 2, currently co-producer and writer of Season 1, if I remember correctly. He tweets out, the Star Trek Prodigy Supernova video game drops today, set between episodes 10 and 11, story edited by Shoop Boyd Lisa. Okay. Lisa and Cult Jam. That's a band, right? The lore in the game ties directly into the next 10 episodes with major clues about mysteries yet to be revealed. Check it out. Whoa, wait a minute. So that means even those of us that don't play video games, we want to check this out to get like these clues and plot points. Wow, that's really smart to tie it in like that.
Yeah, I might have to download this just to see if I can find the bathtub.
Oh, we're still talking about
that might be my quest tonight. Like, here, shut up, take my disposable income money and let me play. I don't care about the clues. I just want the bathtub. I'll care about the
Oh
clues
my
later.
gosh, you guys.
Oh my
Okay, so
gosh.
I just did a search for Lisa and Cult Jam because I was trying to remember what they did. Dude, they did Lost in Emotion, if you remember Lost in Emotion, and Head to Toe.
Oh yeah.
Man, these are good ass songs.
Yes.
Head to Toe and Lost in Emotion. Lost in Emotion. Sing it, Anne Marie. You got this.
I have no idea what you're talking
Oh my God.
about.
The people right now that know these songs, they're like, hell yes,
Yeah,
that's my
quality
jam.
content.
That's so good.
Oh, Jim, to answer your question, we don't need to know that detail. Ew.
Oh my gosh, I love Faith Howell's
wanna-
comment that you would be a good man in the big yellow hat, like Curious George. That's so cute.
Ew, a ring around the top. Yuck.
Yeah, we don't need to know how that happened.
Yeah. Sorry, what'd you say, Anne Marie?
Oh, Faith Howell was saying you'd be a good like man in a yellow hat, like Curious George's companion.
Yeah, you could have
Friend.
Curious George.
Yeah. Keeper.
Remember George the Animal Steel?
I never really know their relationship. But yeah. You never read Curious George? What? Are you an alien?
I mean, I've heard of Curious
Yeah.
George. It's like a monkey,
The
right?
best. Those books are amazing. Yeah.
Oh, they
And
were
he does
fun.
look
I
a
read
little
them
bit like
as a
you.
kid.
Yeah. That's good casting, Faith Howell.
Let's name our favorite Georges, like George St. Pierre, George Carlin, George
That's
Washington,
mine, right there.
George the Fifth.
Carlin,
George the Animal Steel,
George
Gorgeous
Clooney.
George
Sunday in the
Clooney.
Park with George, the painter.
George Takei.
Yeah, what are we
Good
thinking? Yeah, duh.
George
That's the obvious
Takei.
answer. We should just give up now. Okay,
many
so
And
who's
like,
going to play
George
that video
Crabtree
game?
from Murdoch Mysteries, which I know there's an audience for in our live chat. Such a good Canadian show.
Nice. I love Canadian TV.
Yeah, it's so good. And sometimes William Shatner's on it. Yeah, it's really good.
Yes. We're gonna have to talk about Canadian TV shows sometime because there's
Yes.
so much good stuff out. Like especially like right now.
Oh my God, did you watch
especially-
Private Eyes, Sean Pillar's show? So good.
No, not yet. I've
That's
heard
so
it's
good.
really good. I have not gotten. to
Especially
that.
when Nikki DeVore's on it. I love it.
Yeah, she is. That's so cool.
Mhm. Yeah, there's
Yeah, but like
Star
if you've
Trek
watched
references.
Schitt's Creek, that's a Canadian
Oh,
TV show.
so good.
Working Moms is one of my favorites. That's on Netflix.
Mhm.
The Letterkenny and Shoresy series that I love that so much.
Yeah.
And that's what got me to say no.
Okay, apparently we
say
have to like WTF some Canadian shows for Ryan to be able to get involved in the conversation.
Yeah. You can't do that on television. Have you heard of that one?
Oh my gosh.
I think I've heard of it. I've seen Whose Line Is It Anyway? Is it anything like that?
Okay, that's
I
British.
think it's
That
That
became
is
American.
British.
No,
Yeah.
Whose Line
that
Is
was
It
a
Anyway
British
was
show.
also American.
Did you like
It's
not
good.
have
Yes.
Nickelodeon in the
It
80s?
started out British
Mm-mm.
though.
Yes.
Everything
those older
did,
British
apparently.
episodes. Oh man. I watched
Yeah.
the crap out of those. So good.
Oh, George of the Jungle, a good one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. You can't, what's you can't do that on TV?
Dude, television, first of all.
Is it like America's Funniest Home Videos?
It had Alanis Morissette for one thing.
She's
Yeah,
Canadian.
it was a Canadian TV show. It was a kids show, and it aired on Nickelodeon in the States. I don't know about Canada.
Was that the first thing to do like slime on Nickelodeon?
I think so.
I
And
think
so anytime
it's still
anybody said,
going.
I don't know, you'd get slimed.
Right. Because the slime thing is still a thing on Nickelodeon.
I think you can watch it on Paramount.
Double
yeah.
Dare. Wasn't Double Dare
Double
the sliming thing?
So I think this was the original slime, and then every show on Nickelodeon after that, especially
Like,
the game shows.
It became a thing. Like, oh God, everybody loves slime. So we're just going to, it's going to be a
But
slime fest.
it kind of like pushed the envelope. It was a little like creepy in some ways with their dungeon skits, and they had a really crazy chef. It was kind of like a little SNL-y, except for kids.
This kid's sick many times. That's not cool.
Totally.
He should be in jail.
And like they'd like lock the kids in a dungeon, and there'd be like skeletons like in the things on the wall, like next to them, like what happened to other kids. I was like, it was a little scary when I would watch, but I think it's actually on Paramount Plus. I need to check that.
Oh my gosh. I forgot about the dungeon stuff. That's a little weird.
Super weird.
What were we watching in the 80s?
Yeah, I do not even know.
We've got some more cool Georges. Miguel.com says George Kurgif. I don't know that one. George Jetson, George Jefferson, and George Orwell. That's pretty good.
Hey,
those are good
Good.
Yeah. Okay, so that slime stuff reminded me of when I was a little kid. I'm gonna have to omit the name of this friend, but he was one. Everybody kind of had a friend that would just kind of like do anything, and it wasn't really like, it was kind of weird. And so he, you guys remember that slime stuff? Like, you could have like bucket of slime and actually play with slime.
Oh yeah.
He poured that slime down his pants. He poured it down his sweatpants, his yellow ass sweatpants.
Oh my
And we were outside in the summer, and then it didn't really, and then it was just there, and he just had a whole bucket of slime. He poured it down the backside. And so then he got
your mom's bought you slime.
Not me, no, it was his. I wouldn't want it.
Oh my gosh, that poor
And
slime.
then he had the brilliant idea of like, I know, I'll get it out by putting the hose down there and turning it on. So he then puts the hose in the back of his pants and turns it on full blast and just tries.
Gosh.
And so he just had,
terrible.
it was very funny for me as a kid, and apparently still funny now remembering it.
Right, this is clippable.
Honestly, that does sound like stupid funny. Just this slime coming out of some kids.
I mean, this is actually very on brand for what you can't do that on television.
And speaking of what we were talking about earlier, he also did fling poo. He had been known.
Is this the round man mayo guy?
So many things going on here.
Wow.
It was cat poo, and he thought he was teaching those other people a lesson by throwing the cat poo at them that he found on the ground. But he didn't realize the joke's on you. If you're actually picking up cat poo and tossing it at people, then the joke's on you. Anyway,
need a lesson in hand washing.
George Washington Carver and Boy George. These are so good.
Oh, Boy George, yes. George Washington Carver,
yeah.
yes.
George Kirk.
Oh yeah, great one.
Good call.
That was from Linda in the chat. I'm getting the monkey. The cats are gonna
I feel
hate
like
it.
the monkey's just gonna come to your house and you can't get rid of it. Like resolution.
You know what's gonna happen is he's gonna be. I'm sorry about this. He's gonna be a total cock blocker, isn't he? Anytime there's like a romantic moment.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna be flinging poo.
Watch your mouth, Melissa. Grow up.
No.
Dang it. The cats need to hate him and ward him off. Make him go outside.
He'll warn you about thunderstorms. It'll be okay.
For all the thunderstorms we get in Los Angeles, because it's like what, maybe one a year if we're lucky.
Yes.
Thunder only happens when it's raining.
God. He'll try and save your
Says
save your science
New poll,
experiments.
Fleetwood Mac.
Okay, we could do that. That's a good one.
Love me some Fleetwood Mac.
Closing out the old poll, Shar wins by a monkey hair. 39% say she gets the pet monkey. Ryan gets 35%. Anne Marie gets 14, and Melissa, the poo flinger, gets 10.
Whoa.
Are you the poo flinger and you get 10% of the vote? That's not right.
Well, because monkeys aren't pets.
Although
so
I took like a ton of classes in college about animal behavior and like how they go about learning how to decipher like non-human primate languages. So I guess I'm prepared.
See, you should have the monkey. And I'll take the bathtub. And this seems like a fair exchange.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, come on. Be a true
My gosh,
would like to
I see pole face.
Well, look,
oh my gosh.
here's the thing. Shar doesn't like to make things easy. She likes to challenge us. She doesn't want any of this wimpy stuff. Like when she said we need to do a poll on Fleetwood Mac songs, we didn't factor in how difficult it is that we actually have to narrow it down to 4 songs.
Right.
That's incredibly difficult.
So,
that's just like punching somebody in the face over and over again. What's your favorite? What's your favorite? And you can't choose all of them.
You can't choose all of them.
Yeah, so that's why I'm concentrating.
So that's a difficult dilemma, and I can't wait to see these choices because it's going to be tough no matter what it is. I love Fleetwood Mac. I'm like a diehard.
Oh my gosh, remember when like VH1 just came out and they didn't have that much content, so every day it was just like behind the music Fleetwood Mac and
airing
also the
all
Carpenters
the
and Mamas
rumors.
and the
That's all
Papas.
it was.
It was just like those 3 behind the musics every day, like on repeat.
Oh,
yeah,
that and pop-up video. I remember that too.
Oh
my
God. Oh man,
Gimme.
Yeah.
All
when
right,
I was
so we
too
went
old for.
We went with, I think,
so good.
4 good songs. It's gonna be tough to get everybody's favorite because they've got a dozen of them, a dozen great songs that people love, I think. So the options are Rhiannon, Go Your Own Way, Don't Stop, or Little Lies. I think Little Lies is a dark horse here.
I would totally
it could be. It could
pop-up
be.
video like Star Trek.
Mick Fleetwood was on an episode of TNG. There is your like.
That's why I was like, they should put that on when they do pop-up video for that episode.
Right?
Oh, I love that fish head guy.
But what was that episode called that Mick Fleetwood played fish head guy?
Man.
Dogs v Fish. David Gregory knows what I'm talking about.
Called?
That's the name of that's like what the podcast episode was titled for Greatest Generation. It's classic.
Dogs v Fish?
Dog v Fish. Because like one of the alien races look like dogs and the other look like fish heads.
Oh, the Antikins.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that works.
I love that you figure that out.
Every time I hear Antikins, I think of Tracy Coco.
Yeah, she played one.
Yeah.
Oh, Mick Fleetwood was in the episode Manhunt, 2nd season, TNG.
Nice. Excellent, everybody. Excellent work.
Okay.
I don't know how to vote in this poll. Like,
just push the button of the one that you choose.
That's not what I'm talking about. I love them all so much for very different reasons.
All right, so you're a big Fleetwood Mac fan, huh?
Yes, very much. A lot of iterations too, not just the penultimate. Granted, my favorite is Buckingham, Nix, the McVies, and Mick Fleetwood. But like, Peter is an important part of Fleetwood Mac, and if you have not listened to the earlier stuff, you are missing out. You need to listen to Albatross on repeat.
Oh.
And there
I have that in my
YouTube
list.
There's like a 1 hour of Albatross on repeat, and it is just so relaxing. It's really good focus music if you need to just work or relax or just be in Zen mode. Go for that. It's so good.
It's really good. It's really good.
I have
that on my
I don't know if I know a song called Albatross by Fleetwood Mac. When I hear Albatross, I think of this really good song by Corrosion of Conformity, and it's called Albatross. Somebody in the live chat knows this one. It is a badass song, Albatross, but I don't think I know the Fleetwood Mac one. That's interesting.
Okay, you've got to listen to this.
I will.
It's so good, Ryan. You'll love it.
It is good.
All right. I found the 1 hour loop. I'll put it in the chat so everybody can listen to it. And anytime you need some focus music, that is a go-to for me. It's so great. I love the complexity of Fleetwood Mac.
I'm just trying to like decipher what Ryan's face is. It's like, what is this one? It's not time for a poll yet again.
Oh, I just put myself on mute and listened to part of this Albatross song by Fleetwood Mac.
Why is he doing this?
It's an instrumental. I didn't know that. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Super
so
chill.
Good.
Yeah.
That was a really great reaction video.
Yeah, I mean, Peter Green was a very unsung hero of Fleetwood Mac just because he wasn't in that ensemble group that everybody remembers, but he was instrumental to the success of Fleetwood Mac. Mick Fleetwood definitely makes sure that he gets his credit due.
I'm not seeing anybody saying anything about Corrosion of Conformity in the live chat. You guys are leaving me hanging here. After you guys enjoy the beautiful Fleetwood Mac version, go check out Albatross by Corrosion of Conformity, and you'll be like, thanks. Thanks.
Yeah. For what it's worth, when I typed in Albatross, Corrosion did come up. So
cool.
Easy
so it's
search.
up. It's still in the mix. It's still
in the mix.
still out there somewhere. Okay. Oh, here's a bit of news, you guys. So in the 7th Rule Facebook group, people were suggesting what the 7th Rule should do next.
Wait. Char has to go.
I do.
Oh,
I wasn't trying to interrupt, but yeah.
No, not at all. Please,
I
you
do
got a
have to
heart
go.
out. Go for it.
Yeah.
Oh my
Thanks.
gosh, it's so
We'll
good
see you
to see you,
soon.
Char.
Yeah, you too. And right when we're talking Fleetwood Mac, one of my very favorite things, can we pick this up next week?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna get
Get in
all
this.
talk. We're gonna
Can
talk
we
for the next
dissect
25 minutes.
all
Yeah,
the
I need to
breakup
prep.
songs,
Yeah.
the dynamics? Or can we do a dissertation on the dance? Because that's really complex.
Or which breakup songs would Chicote and Seven listen to when they imminently break up?
Bringing it home. Way
Yeah.
to go. Oh my gosh, so
Perfect.
good. Oh, thank you
Okay,
guys. You're
we'll all
always so much
study.
fun.
All right, Shar.
Yes.
See you
Bye,
next time.
Char.
All right. Good night, everybody.
And by one Trek fan, who's also cutting out.
Bye, Lisa.
She says she got to
Bye.
run. She's only here for the Shar. She's like, no Shar, no me.
Oh.
Okay, so the Fleetwood Mac poll, the options were Rhiannon, Go Your Own Way, Don't Stop, and Little Lies got 0 votes. I wish I could vote just so I could give them a little love.
I'm just not good at song titles, so I don't know. I didn't vote.
I would sing it for you, but my throat's still a bit.
And also, probably it'd be
wacky.
so
Plus,
good
you
that
don't wanna hear
YouTube
that.
would block us.
Yeah, it'd be right on. Don't Stop got 13%. Rhiannon got 39%, and Go Your Own Way wins with 48%.
Wow, that's the
I love
one I
that
knew
song.
what that one was.
So everybody at home, the 7th Rule we do a Star Trek podcast, where we review Sirach Lofton and I, and oftentimes Melissa Longo, we review Deep Space Nine episodes. And initially, Mr. Aaron Eisenberg was the founder, creator, and heartbeat of the show, and he joined us
And
for the
Heartthrob.
first season. Heartthrob as well. Absolutely.
You
Heart
had
of
some
Stone,
guns.
also Heart of Stone, right? Good episode.
Oh yeah.
And we also review new Star Trek series, all the new ones. Picard, Discovery, you name it. Strange New Worlds, Prodigy, Lower Decks. Even
Woohoo.
short treks? No, not short treks. But you said all of them.
Aw.
I forgot about short treks. So,
Maybe you should go back and do it some.
and we started in season 2 of Discovery. So in the Facebook group, people were saying, hey, since you guys are only like 7
People are
episodes away from
Yeah.
the end of Deep Space Nine. First of all, can we just go ahead and acknowledge that? I was thinking about that today, and I was thinking, like, does that mean that we've almost completed fulfilling Aaron's dream? Because I think that's kind of what he wanted, right? He wanted to just do every single episode of Deep Space Nine, right?
Well, part of it, that was part of it. But the biggest part of his dream was, yes, to review Deep Space Nine with Serac, because that would have been a blast to get Jake and Nog back together for their show. But the biggest dream is what's happening now with the live chat and the chat pack and the huge community that's been built. And the last Vegas trip that we were at together, that his Las Vegas trip after the seventh rule breakfast, he was like, that was so much fun. Anne-Marie was there, Ryan was there. And he's like, this is what I want. This is what I envision for the seventh rule. I want this to be this huge family that comes together and talks about Star Trek and you know, it's more like a Facebook but for Star Trek. But you know, have us all become friends. And I want to know everybody who is in you know, these chats, this community. I want to meet every person who becomes a part of this community and learn more about them. And so that was his dream and his vision. And yeah, and definitely you and Serac and all of the patrons that go and become a part of it, everyone who watches every week, they are part of that dream and vision too. And yeah, he would be touched and honored that it's continued to grow as much as it has. So
it's great every single day. It really is.
Yeah.
It's been a great time. And everybody's so nice in the live chat, in the comments, and even the lurkers. We know you're out there, you lurkers. The way we know
love
this
you too.
is when a video has like 40 people in the live chat, and then the next day we see it has, you know, 1,000 views. It's a good amount of lurkers. So we know you guys are out there, and don't think we're only giving love to the people in the live chat, because we know a lot of people, look, you're in, you know, you're in the UK, so you're asleep when we're live, or you're in, you know, Mongolia or something. We got a big fan base in Mongolia. Shout out to you guys. And the
also, we just have
you guys heard that
belated
Mongolian
birthday shout out to
throat?
Mai in Tokyo.
Happy birthday, Mai in Tokyo.
Mongolian throat
Happy
singing,
birthday.
I think it is.
Yes,
That's
and they do
fun.
like metal music. It's crazy.
Yes, I heard it,
It's
and
so
I
good.
heard a BBC radio special about it. It was amazing.
You nerd.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm such a nerd.
So go check that out. They'll be doing our next theme song. Happy birthday, Mai, live in Tokyo.
Happy birthday.
I don't know if Mai's here though.
Yeah,
I think
she is.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Mai, there you are. It warms my heart to know his dream, and in fact, he himself lives on in this community. Bless. Hugs, Melissa. Love, Mai, live from Tokyo.
Yeah. And can I just add, not to be a downer, but it has been such a gift being a part of this community too for me, because part of Aaron lives on for me too through all of this. So it's been a gift, and I have enjoyed meeting everyone who's been a part of this community too. So, and I love you guys, all of you.
I believe it's pronounced Gift, but
oh my gosh.
Isn't that like a big that debate should transfer over to
that?
Oh my gosh.
And then the animal is like a giraffe. Like, let's just keep it going. But that's
oh my goodness.
Fox Nomad, our good buddy Anil, says, you have all done such a great job making Aaron's dream come true. the entire community, and each episode is a tribute to his legacy. Hashtag CNF. That's Captain Nog forever, everybody.
Yes.
So Melissa, would you like to tell us your thoughts on the fact that the 7th rule is like 7 Deep Space Nine episodes away from completion?
It gives me heart palpitations. Honestly, it scares me a little because I don't want it to end. I don't ever want it to end. As I said, I love it so much, and I can't believe it's 7 episodes away. It's crazy, but it's been a fun journey, that's for sure. And I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
And met like a million people. All the like different guests from like in front of the camera, but like some of my favorites are like the ones who did stories by and stuff, like getting to hear from them and hear their stories of getting pitches accepted. It's just amazing. And like working in different capacities behind the scenes. It's just really amazing. It's such a massive family working behind the show, in addition to just like the names we see on screen. It's crazy.
Right. Yeah, it is crazy. And they're a wealth of knowledge.
Yes. And they're all like, they all like genuinely love the show. And it was such an amazing like moment in their lives too, as it continues to be in ours. And just getting to hear everybody's stories and what they remember. And like this many years on, what it means to them is, and then also just as a lot of them then become like themselves part of the 7th Rule community, which is very fun.
Yeah, that's been wonderful too, and hearing from the guest stars too, the people who are in 1 or 2 episodes, like Caitlin or Melanie Smith or now I'm blanking on his name.
Phil
Picard.
Duncan Reger.
Right? Yeah.
How do you say his last name, Ryan?
Rhaegar.
Rhaegar.
Regar.
Right.
It was so awesome.
Yeah. And then
especially when he commented on the Sex Ghost candle.
Yeah.
He was so fun.
Yeah. And then hearing from like Michael Taylor and Ethan Kalk and so many others that and then you know, Robert Hewitt Wolf is amazing, and Ira is amazing.
Especially Robert Hewitt Wolf, who we finally got to see him a little bit in in the Deep Space Nine documentary, but he's become like a personality that we all know, and we all get to follow him on Twitter, and then it's so cool. Like he's like a celebrity. Like he already was, but
but I love hearing how well he remembers the details of his time on the show. It's great.
And we still need a tour of his garage where he apparently keeps those scripts. Remember that one time where he's like, hold on, let me just go check my garage.
Yeah.
And he came back with the episode script with notes. It was just amazing. Because I
love different colors.
It's so organized in your garage. Like there's no mildew. It was just amazing. I wanted to know everything about the garage situation.
Yeah.
So good.
And his map of Bajor.
Yes, that map of Bajor, amazing.
Amazing.
And also it's been really special as people come on, hearing all of them also share their memories about Aaron.
Yeah.
And obviously one amazing moment was Ira when he named his cat Nog.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
There's just been so many really special moments on the show.
Yeah. Yeah. When he told me that he had named his kitten Nog, I was like, oh my gosh, see, Aaron, he loved you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So cute. And also just it's such a moment in time also that the show has lived through with the pandemic. I feel like it's
seriously,
just, when you go back and watch,
crazy.
and also like everybody meeting who comes on the show and associate producers and like everybody meeting each other and then like growing over the years. It's just, it's been fantastic. And like people from all over the world, like literally come on the show, and you're getting like such slice of life. It's almost like, unfortunately, you can't submit things for Art House that are like actual like huge web shows, but it just has
we
that
can
feel.
try.
Especially like that STLV like episode month that you guys did in the first couple months. It's just
July of 2019
was one of the most magnificent like moments of YouTube documentaries ever. It was just to hear everyone's stories and like winning green card lotteries and learning.
But did
English
that affect you to
watching
do
Star Trek.
anything, Anne
Yeah,
Marie?
it made me go to STLV and meet everybody. It was just, it was just like such contagious joy, and the stories were just incredible and so inspirational, and it's just such a, I mean, you guys have done so much.
Well, and not only that, I've been listening to again the Seventh Rule when I drive, and the free-for-alls really make the show extra special. And I've learned so much from the amazingly intelligent people who are on in the free-for-alls. Like Anne Marie is a doctor, and she's blown my mind so many times with some of the stuff that she's talked about and that I've learned from her. Dr. Sue Gruner, who's in the chat, is an incredible doctor too, and in her own field. And then Dr. Mohammed Noor, genius, and probably one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. And I could go on and on. Homer, who was there from day one, and it goes on, and hearing people's different perspectives because of their personal life experiences, like in Tokyo, who can only give us the feeling of what it's like to be up early in the morning drinking tea in Tokyo.
Oh my gosh, at like 7 a.m. It's just amazing.
Right. And Eve England and everyone. And I'm sorry if I'm forgetting people, but the free-for-alls are very special, and it's great hearing from everyone and their takes on stuff on the show.
Yeah, and it's so unique that they're every week. So, I mean, it's just amazing. Also, it always blows my mind, like Ryan, but also Sirach, that you guys like spend all this extra time every single week, not even just like once a month, talking to all these fans, and like really is part of the show. It's just gorgeous.
Well, and Ryan and Sirach are the spearhead of all of this, and they've been amazing, both of them amazing, and it's great to hear their thoughts on everything too.
And I also honestly say, like, when the guests stay on for the free-for-all, that also blows my mind.
Yeah,
like, I'm just like, in what universe do guests come on a show to talk about the episode and then stay on just to talk about like the episode with fans for like another hour, sometimes hour and a half? It's crazy.
Yeah, we love it when the guests stay on, but it's kind of tough because we've already recorded for like an hour, so we don't expect them to stay on. But every once in a while,
what are you guys doing? You need a break.
Every once in a while, they'll be like, "Yeah,
you're gonna get blood clots in your legs."
But yeah, I always think the same thing every day. I'm always like, thank God I like Sirach. Thank God we get along so well. Because can you imagine if we didn't get along, or if we're just like, we got nothing in common, but it's like we have so much fun together, and it's like, oh God, thank God I enjoy his company, and he seems to enjoy mine. I don't know, but it really helps a lot. It really helps a lot. So we only have a few minutes left today, you guys, but people were talking online about, what the seventh rule is going to end. Now, there were some suggestions that are, like in the poll here. Oh, we should have added all of the suggestions, but what we've got in the poll are Discovery season 1, since we never did that, and maybe short treks, because that's the new Star Trek we never did, because that was before we started. or just continue to do new Star Trek, but a deeper dive, or the animated series, or Enterprise. But some people also suggested Babylon 5 and Battlestar Dramatica and Star Hate, all kinds of stuff. Quantum
Twilight
Leap,
Zone,
Bewitched,
The Shield.
Yeah, the Waltons,
Columbo.
whatever. Isn't that a bread brand? Columbo, I think it is. I don't know. Happy Columbo Day, everybody.
Oh my gosh,
Isn't
there
that a
was
future-
I live by a Columbus statue called Columbus Circle, and people keep posting like, can we change the statue to Columbo? And then they do a mock-up of the statue, and I'm like, actually, it is cute.
It's pretty.
Wow.
Where did Columbo take place? Was it in New York?
I want to say it's actually California. I don't know.
We'll have to ask Sirach next time we see him.
It's crazy because I watched some episodes. I'm pretty sure it's California.
I never have. So yeah, it's kind of sad though. We are very sad that Deep Space Nine is about to be completed, and it's been a great run, but all good things must come to an end. And since season 3, I've been dreading this. Maybe even season 2. I've just been like every week thinking like, I can't believe this is going to end soon. This is so fun. I love talking about this and hanging out and doing whatever. And it's a real bummer. But thanks to everybody for joining us. Those of you that haven't, go check out the 7th Rule from episode 1. You got an entire 7 seasons to enjoy this. And by the way,
episode 1 is Discovery season 2. But yes.
Right. But I meant episode 1 of Deep Space Nine. But also in the news, Scott Jensen, Goldu Scott, has finished remastering and re-uploading all of our new Star Trek episodes on podcasts. So anywhere you find your podcast, whether it's Apple or Google or Netflix, I don't know what podcast things there are. Anne-Marie looked at me like I don't know when terrible.
I don't really understand the nuances of why people choose different ones. I just go through iTunes.
Yeah.
So go check Spotify, but that's because I listen to music there too. It's all in one spot.
It's called the 7th Rule 2. The 7th Rule 2 is just all the new Star Trek stuff. And the original 7th Rule has all the Deep Space Nine coverage. And that one is nearly complete, being remastered. In another 2 or 3 weeks, we'll be all caught up. So sometime in early November, we'll be like 100% caught up on both podcasts, the new stuff and the Deep Space Nine stuff. So check that out. The 7th Rule and the 7th Rule 2.
Yay.
All right. So in the live chat, guys, the people
live
basketball
have spoken.
Talk
with you too. I actually really like that idea.
Okay. I've thought about
so
this.
Educational for me.
I considered this already. And I was like, yeah, but first of all, who would really listen to me and Sirach talking about basketball?
All of us?
No. And secondly, when Sirach and I talk about basketball, it's organic. Like we just start talking about it. And I was wondering, would we actually be able to schedule it? Say, all right, Sirach, so from 2 to 3 p.m. today, we're going to talk about basketball. Like we usually just talk shit about basketball. What are we supposed to analyze games? I don't know. I would love to, but yeah, I don't know how that would work. We'd have like 3 viewers in the live chat and it would be us 3. All right. So in the live chat, before you go, just tell us, are you going to be happy or sad or ho-hum or angry or what when Deep Space Nine is completed with the 7th Rule? What's going to be your overall feeling in one word or less? And the answers in the poll, 12% of you said the animated series. 16%
That's like Don
of you.
Crandall and his puppet accounts.
I saw puppets. 16% of you said Discovery season 1 and maybe some short treks. I mean, what are there, like 10 of them? 28% of you said just new Trek, but a deeper dive. And 44% of you said Enterprise. We should have put none as one of the options, because that's also a thing.
Hilarious. That's also a thing.
Anyway, so let's go over what the week ahead holds. First of all, yesterday, the Seventh Rule released our review of Lower Decks Season 3, Episode 8. So you could check that out on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. We had a very special guest. It was the writer of the episode, Mr. Ben Rogers, joined us, and he is a barrel of monkeys.
Dude,
Speaking of monkeys,
crazy fun.
that dude is
He had like
great.
a gorilla even. Speaking of
Coco or something? Pongo?
Smelly?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Smelly? I
don't know, but he was very boisterous and fun. I had a suspicion because when I first typed in his name on Twitter to find out like who this guy was who wrote it, what came up was like 2019 Mike McMahon had him like go through the store on StarTrek.com talking, like rating different gifts as Christmas presents. It was like
I didn't like that. Very
weird in a great way, and like very high energy and very serious for like some of the stuff is obviously kind of crap. It was really amazing. So I was like hopeful, but I did not expect it to be so high energy. And he was like really helping with all the references. And I really loved when he even like name checked that weird Star Trek merch Instagram account, which is like one of the best follows in history.
Yeah, you did like that.
Oh my God, today like on weird Star Trek merch, I have alerts set for it because I never want to miss any of them. They're so funny. But today's was like this Odo, they're doing a lot of masks this month because it's Halloween. They did this Odo mask. It's so hideous and scary. It looks like something from like a horror movie. And then he
Is it like one of those skin mask things? What are those overnight like skin mask things?
No, it's rubber or latex. I almost said latex maybe. I don't know. It kind of looks like what they used to sell at Kmart, like those harder plastic ones, except it wraps around your head. And then they like zoom into the copyrights. You know, this one was from 1993. I'm like, this stuff's quality. Their weird Star Trek merch is just incredible.
I didn't know Kmart was known for quality. I remember when I was a kid, I used to get soccer cleats at Kmart, and those cleats would break off like within a week.
So I didn't mean quality. I meant like, you know how Kmart used to have those Halloween costumes that were like for kids that were just like plastic faces?
Yes. Yeah. They were
So it
hideous.
has that look like that, except it's like wraparound. It's this weird Star Trek merch. If you're not following it on Instagram, do yourself a favor. It is so funny. Oh my goodness.
Okay. So anyway, that was yesterday. Check that out on the Seventh Rule for all your weird Star Trek merch needs, and to hear from Ben, a great writer, hilarious guy, and our review of Lower Decks.
And Steve Stevens. Oh. Sorry, I forgot to.
Yes, he does the voice of Lieutenant Commander Steve Stevens, which is freaking amazing.
That was a really great exchange where you and Strock were like, yeah, that is such a Steve Stevens move. It's really funny. I definitely have watched it twice now.
So also on Sunday, tune in to the Seventh Rule YouTube channel at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern time. I do quick math there. And we will be releasing the first segment of Deep Space Nine, you guys, season 7, episode 19 already. We are joined by a very special guest that day, Mr. Casey Biggs.
Ooh.
Yes,
Damar.
Leggett Damar, the leader of the Cardassian Union, joins us all the way from California's Central Coast to
West
the Federation.
Prime.
pretty freaking awesome. We
That is
waited
awesome.
6.5 years to get, or 6.5 seasons, I should say, to get him. And it's well worth the wait. So check that out. That is on Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Then on Monday, also on the 7th rule, we have, wait, is that right? Yeah. We have our release of the full episode of Deep Space Nine Season 7, Episode 15, Bada Bing, Bada Bang, with Mr. Showrunner of Deep Space Nine himself, Ira Stephen Bear. Melissa Longo is there as well. This is at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We will have the premiere of that this coming Monday. Then on Tuesday, of course, we have Virtual TrekCon's live show, the main viewer at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on this channel. And lastly, on Wednesday, head on over to Falling Towers YouTube channel, because
the one I've been waiting for.
It is. We will be doing our review of the first episode of Ghosts on Paramount Plus.
Oh
Ghosts.
my gosh.
Oh, the United States version on Paramount Plus. Our special guest is Jurassic Jen. That is actress Jennifer Durst. She's very funny. You can't tell, but she is.
The show is so adorable. I'm so into it.
Oh,
It's
thanks.
so
Yeah, we love you
good.
too at Falling Towers. Oh, you meant Ghosts.
Thanks for suggesting it, because it's so good.
Yeah, it's like one of those rare shows that's actually doing well on live TV still. Or now.
Oh, wow.
And that show
so
is on
clever.
Paramount Plus, everybody. So we're doing a Paramount Plus show. But did I like it, or Dr. Noor, or Jennifer Durst? We'll have to see. That's on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Anyway, Melissa Longo, go ahead and sign out by telling everybody where they can find you online, or whatever you want to promote. You want to promote a TV show?
I don't know about that yet. Oh, at Melissa Longo on all of the social media, MALISSA, and the Introverted Republic. Sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already.
Yeah. Do that, everybody. What about you, Doctor? Oh, and by the way, go follow Charlene Schmidt on Twitter, everybody. Her Twitter handle is @OhTheProfanity, all spelled the way you would expect it to be. OhTheProfanity on Twitter. What's up with you, Anne-Marie?
Twitter also, @AnneMarieSiegel1.
Mm-hmm.
And how
we
can
got
we
some
find you?
Damar talk. Well, here I am.
I knew there would be. First of all, like for years now, Linda Anderegg has been asking for Damar.
This one is for you, Linda Anderegg.
Yes, the second I heard about this, I was like, I can't wait for Linda to hear.
Unless he doesn't show up, maybe he'll be like, I'm gonna have some Kanar instead, or whatever. I'm gonna sleep in. So
Kanar.
Yeah. So y'all can find me, you guys, on Twitter. That's Twitter. That's probably how the French people pronounce it. Twitter. Ew, that sounds ugly. At Ryan TG Husk. That's at Ryan TG Husk. Or of course, Virtual TrekCon, Falling Tower, or the 7th Rule right here on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter. So that's about it, everybody. Or on Patreon. Go over to Patreon and check out the 7th Rule.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and plug this. I think one of the best deals in the whole world, especially the Star Trek world, is for the low price. Well, like relatively
the
low
price
of Zooms and everything. Like for $30, you get to do roundtables every month with Sirach Lofton himself. Like,
on
it's
what?
Very fun on Patreon for the 7th Rule. But $30 is a freaking steal. Like
that is. We should hike up that price. So.
That's what I always said, but you guys refuse because you're so nice. So I mean,
yeah, we're busters.
Amazing deal.
We have a strict no elitism policy.
And you get a percentage off at the Teespring store with that, and like some other perks. So make sure to check it out.
Thanks, Anne-Marie.
But the $30 does not get highlighted enough. That is such an amazing tier.
Yep. All right. I think that's it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed your beverage. I hope you enjoyed our show. Go check out Albatross by Corrosion of Conformity. You'll be glad you did. And I think that's about it. Thanks for chilling with us. Have a chill weekend, and we'll see you soon. Let me turn that off.